Sexual energy and spiritual power are two sides of the same coin, like the sun and the sunlight. But for millennia, these two words have been torn apart as if they are sworn enemies. This is the School of Consciousness, and we are here to delve a little deeper into spirituality and sexuality. All power in a known universe, in entire existence, comes from one source. All energy stream from one common source, called the 0 point. Now, this one source actually, as far as creation is concerned, expresses itself in sound and light. We know this with science and physics. In spirituality, sound and light can further be explained as masculine and feminine because light is electric, sound is magnetic in nature. These two forces interplay with each other, and as far as creation is concerned, the dance between these two forces, sound and light, or masculine and feminine, manifest the beauty of divinity, the beauty of the diversity of nature. So everything you see in nature is as a result of the dance, the variety of the dances between the masculine and the feminine energies. This is sexuality. As we said, everything in nature expresses itself both in masculine and feminine energies, not as exclusive parts, but a dance between the two. When we look at nature closely, we see that nature manifests, at least with the third dimensional nature, it manifests in the form of angles and circles and spirals. All the beautiful shapes, all the beautiful forms in nature, where you have curves, which is the expression of feminine energy, you have the angles, that is the expression of masculine energy. So you have curves and angles expressing the beauty of nature. Sexuality is a dance. It is rhythm, beat, timing, cycles, sound, light, darkness, light, day, night. These are the expressions of the duality we know in nature. This is sexuality. A beautiful, harmonious interplay of negative and positive energies. But even with negative and positive has been rooted into the concept of good and bad. That is not it. Now, sexuality has been demonized to a greater extent because it is the origin of power. Let us understand this. Sexuality is power, and power is sexuality. Without negative and positive, you are not going to get enough charge to light a bulb. You need the two. Power expresses itself in this way. The sun, the moon, and the earth. The sun being the manifestation of light, which is electric. The moon, which is the magnetic force. The interplay between the moon and the sun expresses the beauty and the diversity of nature on earth, and earth forms the embodiment of the expression of the sexual interplay between the moon and the sun. Our inability to understand the mysteries of sexuality as it expresses power is what has thrown our world into chaos. And our inability to comprehend sexuality is what has created the domination of the laws of religion to suppress sexuality. Because somehow the forefathers of religion thought that if you cannot explain it, then let's suppress it. Part of the misconception is rooted in the reality that all that we had known for a long time is that when we speak of sexuality, we speak of male and female reproductive parts coming together. Now that is the error in our analysis for the longest time. So church fathers, religious fathers, not just Christianity, thought that how can something that is rooted in such carnal activity can be connected to the divine? You see, this is where the restrictions came in. Awakening is sexual because you need the masculine and the feminine energies embodied within and without to ignite the fire of the rainbow serpent. That is the fire of awakening. That is the fire of Prometheus. It is the fire of Lucifer. The forbidden fruit is sexual. The fruit, which is the reward that one gains as a result of comprehending the tree of life. Why do we use the term tree? Why have we always used the term tree to connect to consciousness and awakening? When we analyze what a tree is, we know that it takes its nourishment from below and above. It takes its nourishment from below and above. On earth, the earth is feminine, the sun is masculine. As the earth roots itself into darkness, that is the darkness of the womb of the earth, the black earth. It receives power, it receives water, it receives nourishment from below, which is a feminine construct. The roots penetrate the earth like a male or a man penetrating a woman. The seed is implanted into the earth like the sperm implanting itself into the womb. Further nourished by the light of the sun as we reach out to consciousness. All this is sexual. Everything you see in nature, the beauty and the bounty of nature, is as a result of the sexual interplay of the moon and the sun. Understand this in the highest spiritual form possible. It is not carnal. It is knowledge.